Hey, so this is Scott.
And this is Jay.
And this is the Scott and Jay Show, and it's Wednesday, January the 9th. Got it right?
Yeah.
It's 34 degrees outside in beautiful Bartlesville, Oklahoma. So, what'd you think about the game the other night?
It was a blowout. That's all you can say about it. It was ugly for Notre Dame.
You didn't want Notre Dame to win anyway.
I didn't care, really. I kind of wanted...
That's right, you said you didn't care if it was a tie.
I kind of wanted to tie because, I don't like the SEC. I think they're overrated, but obviously in that game, Alabama was the absolute best, and last
Notre Dame was the absolute worst.
OU's been in some of those national championship games, like the USC game, where they were just completely outmatched. That's how it happens sometimes. And what can you do? But just chalk it up and say, hey, you know what? At least we played.
Right.
And that's the thing about like the Cotton Bowl is that, they did not fare. OU did not fare as well as what say OSU did in their bowl, but it was the Cotton Bowl, and so at least you got to play in the Cotton Bowl. A lot of other teams sat at home. So our good Buddy the Blender there.
Buddy the Blender.
Buddy the Blender.
So, Weight Loss Wednesday today?
Weight Loss Wednesday.
What's the score?
I'm at total lost right around still 17 pounds. I've battled some sickness the last week or so. I haven't lost weight, which is kind of funny, and I've been super sick, and yet I didn't lose any weight. So who knows why that happened, but it did. And actually yesterday I weighed in at 18.8 pounds total. So gained a little bit of weight yesterday, but that's okay.
Right.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the ups and downs of weight loss because overall, I look at it, 18 pounds in 5 weeks. Not too bad.
It's like 2 bowling balls.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott and I were looking at some pictures this morning, and the ones from the day I started to now, and I'm still
pretty dramatic.
Still chubby, still fat. Not nearly as bad as it was.
Right. So it's got to be a good thing for the heart and the joints and all that.
Yeah.
So birthdays today?
Birthdays today. The first birthday to talk about is my Uncle Keith. So happy birthday to my Uncle Keith. Owner of Stumpfield Homes. And then I had a whole bunch of others, but my internet connection went down, so...
You just lost it?
I did. That's what I was trying to do on the side here.
Yeah. I didn't have any on the list today, which is...
Oh, Wes Bates. His birthday's today.
Who?
Wes Bates.
How are you liking your new iPad?
I love it. I've been trying to... I've been trying to incorporate it at work somewhat, and seeing what I could do there, and use it in meetings instead of a notepad. I can take this and write my own notes and see how that works. What do you do with yours?
I use mine to read a lot, read magazines. I use Flipboard, the app to read through on my Facebook, Twitter, Google Reader. I don't use it a lot for drawing, and I don't use it for work. It's kind of hard to integrate. At work, PCs, they got Excel and Word. It's kind of hard to integrate that. So one of these days, when they have some kind of an app that will help the two speak, I think it'll be more apt.
That's the main part of it. So what I've done is I've had some meetings where I deal with vendors. I deal with how we interact and interchange data between vendors at ConocoPhillips. And so I'm all the time looking at their numbers, trying to figure out what we spent, what we did with them.
So how do you look at it?
And I don't have, because I can't pull it up because I'm internet.
So do you use Excel?
Yeah, I can send spreadsheets over to this, and I have it right there readily available.
Right.
A lot of times, if I'm in a meeting, I'm presenting my laptop and presenting to a vendor or whatever. I don't want them to sit there and see that I'm searching around looking at what their job performance has been.
Right.
And so this has allowed me to have that conversation with them. So
Right.
it's kind of cool.
That's cool. So I guess you could download the information,
Yes.
put it in a PDF form or whatever, and then take your iPad to the meeting and then
I just straight Excel.
straight Excel.
Yep.
Cool. Anything else? Here at Starbucks Studios, it's kind of wet and rainy outside.
Foggy, drizzly. It's supposed to rain, hopefully. So they said this morning it was the warmest year on record in 2012.
I know, there's been real, it has been cold lately, but it's not like it's, no snow.
I blame it on the president.
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
So look at it. When we had George Bush before, we had
Freezing,
a lot of snow.
heat.
Yeah. But now with Obama, it's just been there. Nowhere there. So I blame it on the administration.
So I started reading the fiscal cliff bill the other day. 59 pages. I got to page 5.
You fall asleep?
Yeah. So Section 802 talks about how Congress could not get a cost of living increase. Look it up. Section 802, I think
They
it is.
cannot, or they can get.
With this bill, they were not eligible for any cost of living
Oh, the
increase.
humanity.
Yeah, but then Obama goes and signs an executive order to give everybody a raise. So, in one hand, and you can look it up yourself, it's H.R. 8, Bill H.R. 8, and it's Section 805, 802, something like that, somewhere in there. So I'm not quite sure why they would do that.
It's political posturing. That's all there is to it. There was a guy talking today that if you take anybody making $66,000 or more a year and tax them at 100%, and anybody below that at 50%, you could balance the budget. That's how out of whack we are. You can't just raise taxes to balance the budget. There needs to be some serious fiscal changes.
Right. Spending changes.
We'll see what happens.
Live within your budget.
Yeah.
What's Ramsey say? Live within your wage.
Yeah.
Live your wage. So, all right, man. Anything
Right.
else?
Yes.
There was one thing that you were talking about that was like the most
important thing to do this year, protect yourself from financial failure, is